Want more examples of actors giving good, sometimes Oscar-worthy performances in bad films? I'm Michael, aka Oscar Man. Let's get this circus started.
Carlos Blanca will be the first of many. They shall march out of my laboratory and sweep away every adversary, every creed, every nation, until the very planet is in the loving grip of the Pax Bisonica.
Raul Julia's final film, which was 1994's Street Fighter, is on almost every list of great performances in bad films.
The day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
As General Bison, Julia was considered the only good thing about the martial arts action film based on the popular video game series.
This money isn't worth the paper it's printed on.
On the contrary, every bison dollar will be worth 5 British pounds. For that is the exchange rate the Bank of England will set once I've kidnapped their queen.
Raul Julia was sadly suffering from stomach cancer while filming Street Fighter. He wanted to do the film to be geographically close to his children, and his more difficult scenes were shot first as his appearance deteriorated. The Puerto Rican-born actor made his film debut in 1971's Panic in Needle Park, and he appeared in nearly 30 films, including The Morning After, Tequila Sunrise, and The Addams Family. I think Julia deserved an Oscar nomination for 1985's Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Also known for his work on television and the stage, Raul Julia died in 1994 at the age of 54.
Made me feel like a hooker.
You are a whore, darling.
No, I'm not.
We all are. We take the cash, we cash the check, we show them what they want to see.
Maybe you are a whore, Crystal, but I'm not.
You and me, we're exactly alike.
I remember watching 1995 Showgirls because I had to see what all the fuss was about. I mean, how bad could it be? Well, it was bad. Really bad. But I also took notice of the performance by Gina Gershon as Crystal Connors.
I've had dog food.
You have?
Mm-hmm. Long time ago. Doggy chow. Oh, I used to love doggy chow.
I used to love doggy chow, too.
Crystal is the hard-bitten rival to the naive Nomi, who is often the target of Crystal's blunt observations.
Maybe I like you. What difference does it make?
Did you enjoy that out there?
Yeah, darling, I think I did.
I hate you.
I know.
Both Madonna and Sharon Stone were considered for the role of Crystal before Gina Gershon was ultimately cast. And while Showgirls is a train wreck, and not entirely a fun one, Gershon is the only member of the cast who was at all convincing. With credits in more than 80 films and 75 television shows, Gina Gershon suffered the least fallout from the Showgirls debacle. Her Razzie nomination notwithstanding, the actress showed us that even when you're cast in a turkey, you can still do good work.
You know, you look very tired.
I am.
Well, I hope you don't mind my saying so.
No, of course not.
Well, Marion said you were on TV.
You should have seen it. It was this big. It was nothing, really.
Well, look, it's a beginning. Next time you'll do better.
Okay, I don't imagine many of you have seen, let alone heard of, 1965's Who Killed Teddy Bear. If you have, you know why I'm including Sal Mineo's performance as Lawrence Sherman.
Listen to me, will you? Edie, it's not your fault. But the way you are, you can't... Edie, you can't act like this. Do you understand me? Tell me, do you understand me? Huh? Oh, what?
Lawrence is a, well, disturbed young man who works as a waiter at a nightclub and likes to make obscene phone calls to Nora, the DJ he works with. Lawrence pursues Nora, and things don't go well.
I love you.
What?
I waited so long to touch you. Nora, please. Nora, please teach me. Nora, show me.
Larry,
Nora, please show me. Don't throw my love away, Nora.
While Who Killed Teddy Bear is a pretty sick movie, its film noir style makes for an interesting watch. And along with Sal Mineo, there's Juliet Prowse as Nora, Jan Murray as a detective, no less, and Elaine Stritch playing the club manager who offers to stay over at Nora's apartment to comfort the terrified young woman. Mineo and Prowse engage in a groovy dance number, with close-up shots of Mineo's pants that look sewn onto him. Stay tuned until the end of the video for a sample of that. He also appears in a skimpy Speedo for those who enjoy that kind of character development. Sal Mineo was a really talented actor, with 2 Oscar nominations under his belt by the time he was 21. Sadly, his promising career began to falter, and he hoped that Teddy Bear would bring him more work. It didn't. Mineo was appearing in a local production of P.S. Your Cat is Dead when he was stabbed to death on his way home. Sal Mineo died in 1976 at the age of 37.
The song goes. You heard me. The song goes, and the kid with it.
Oh, Helen, come on. Neely O'Hara can't hurt you.
You bet your ass she can't, because she isn't going to get the chance. The only hit that comes out of a Helen Lawson show is Helen Lawson. And that's me, baby, remember?
When I created the first video on this subject, I asked for your input. And much to my great surprise, many of you thought Susan Hayward gave an excellent performance in 1967's Valley of the Dolls. I don't agree, but for you, I'll include her.
Really has no class, no real down-to-the-gut class.
But she's talented, Henry. She's really got it. I knew that when I kicked her out of my show. She'd never believe it, but I'm sorry for her. Nothing can destroy her talent, but she'll destroy herself.
As the brash, tough Broadway star Helen Lawson, Susan Hayward's best scene, if you can call it that, was with fellow Oscar winner Patty Duke. I think their interplay was unintentionally funny.
They drummed you right out of Hollywood, so you come crawling back to Broadway. Well, Broadway doesn't go for booze and dope. Now you get out of my way, because I've got a man waiting for me.
That's a switch from the fags you're usually stuck with.
At least I never married one.
Susan Hayward replaced Judy Garland, who was originally cast in the role of Helen, but was fired after only a few days of work due to her inability to function on set. Did you know that Hayward only accepted the role if Garland was paid her full salary? Now that's class, baby. As for Hayward and everyone else involved in the film, Valley of the Dolls did nothing to revive her film career. The 5-time Oscar nominee and winner of Best Actress for I Want to Live was diagnosed with cancer, along with many others in the cast and crew, while making The Conqueror. Susan Hayward made her last public appearance at the Oscars in 1974, before she died the next year at the age of 57.
Where are you going?
To a funeral.
But you've never met Mr. Foley.
But I've never been to a funeral.
Peter Sellers was a 2-time Oscar nominee who was mostly known for his work in comedic films. One of them, 1968's I Love You, Alice B. Toklas, isn't remembered much today, but Sellers was memorable in the role of attorney Harold Fine.
Listen, I'm probably the hippest guy around here. I got a house full of strangers. I got cats, I got dogs, I got pot, I got acid, I got LSD cubes. I've got this thing here. Don't tell me about hip. I am so hip, it hurts.
Harold lives a traditional, somewhat boring life, surrounded by his fiancée, Joyce Van Patten, and his parents, including Oscar winner Joe Van Fleet, who is hilarious as a stereotypical Jewish mother.
Oh, looks like a nice brownie, Harold.
They're groovy.
Though I Love You, Alice B. Toklas is certainly dated, with its depiction of hippies and marijuana-laced brownies. The film has a message about rejecting societal norms in search of one's true self. While Peter Sellers used his gifts in this comedic role, his portrayal of a man questioning his choices was at the center of the chaos swirling around him. Sellers received better reviews than the film itself. I don't think the actor was truly understood by his peers. He didn't always star in great films, but when he was good, he was great. While many choose Dr. Strangelove as his finest hour, I think Peter Sellers' performance as Chauncey Gardner in Being There is his greatest achievement. The English-born actor's work in more than 75 films, 15 television shows, 30 radio broadcasts, 15 albums, and a few stage plays certainly made him a Renaissance man. Peter Sellers suffered a fatal heart attack in 1980 at the age of 54.
Although the robber came in alone, he left, according to Mr. Maluki, with a female whom he wasn't able to see because he was lying behind the bar.
Barbara Loden wrote, directed, co-produced, and starred in the Little Scene 1970 film Wanda, about a coal miner's wife who becomes embroiled in a crime spree with a man she meets in a bar.
Well, they're with him. Better off with him. I'm just no good. Just no good.
Wanda's journey was Loden's vision of an anti-heroine trying to assert her independence despite her limited options.
And that's all I get?
Sorry, that's the score.
You said that you might be taking on some more people this week. Do you think you might be able to use me?
Barbara Loden was a member of the Actors Studio and appeared in such films as Splendor in the Grass and Wild River, in addition to her Tony-winning role in After the Fall. Wanda was a passion project that was shot on a minuscule budget with a 4-member crew. The film received a prize at the Venice Film Festival, but had difficulty finding distribution, and wasn't released until the following year. Reviewers praised Loden's performance, but criticized the film as pointless, depressing, and its title character unsympathetic. Actress Isabelle Huppert and director John Waters have championed Wanda, and modern-day critics have praised the film for its honest depiction of its character's plight. Wanda was shot with a handheld camera at anonymous locations with available lighting, and mostly improvised by a cast consisting of non-professional actors. Barbara Loden's final acting role was playing Mona in an off-Broadway production of Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean. She died from breast cancer in 1980 at the age of 48.
The fighting is over. Your country, your possessions, and you are mine by right of conquest. I will permit you to rule Egypt as a Roman province and return your possessions. There is one condition. You will first accompany me to Rome.
Behind your chariot?
Look at me.
The 1963 epic Cleopatra was notorious for its excessive budget and the first screen pairing of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. The film's standout performance was given by former child star Roddy McDowall in the role of Octavian.
When he is dead, it says, when Mark Antony has died, it is his wish to be buried
in his beloved Alexandria.
As the founder of the Roman Empire and its first emperor, Octavian earned Roddy McDowall a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
The soup is hot, the soup is cold. Antony is living, Antony is dead.
Shake with terror when such words pass your lips, for fear they be untrue, and Antony cut out your tongue for the lie, and if true, for your lifetime boast that you were honored to speak his name even in death.
Though Cleopatra was not well received by critics, its large-scale production was aided by the tabloid coverage of Taylor and Burton's affair. And though the film almost bankrupted 20th Century Fox, it wasn't a money loser for the studio. Cleopatra received 9 Oscar nominations and won 4. But Roddy McDowall, who was considered a shoo-in for a nomination, missed out due to a clerical error. 20th Century Fox mistakenly submitted McDowall for a consideration as lead actor, and the Academy deemed his role ineligible for the category. The studio was told that the deadline had passed to resubmit him, making Fox publish an open apology to the actor in the trade papers, stating, "We feel it is important that the industry realize that your electric performance as Octavian in Cleopatra, which was unanimously singled out by the critics as one of the best supporting performances by an actor this year, is not eligible for a nomination in that category." Roddy McDowall began his film career in 1938 and became a star in such films as the Oscar-winning How Green Was My Valley and Lassie Come Home. As an adult, the British-born actor appeared in Planet of the Apes and The Poseidon Adventure, as well as dozens of guest appearances in a variety of television shows. A working actor on stage, radio, television, and in film throughout most of his life, Roddy McDowall died from pancreatic cancer in 1998 at the age of 70. I want to discuss a film that I thought was truly bad, yet featured a performance that was so outstanding it was actually nominated for an Oscar. But before I do, I want to thank you for watching this video. My channel has united Oscar nerds from all over the world, and I will endeavor to find new members to join existing subscribers for a new video each week and to cast their votes in the daily polls. Please help me by sharing this with Oscar nerds you know, and give the video a thumbs up after its conclusion.
And cut!
Yes, cut. Don't be a coward.
Blonde was a 2022 film that attempted to delve into the troubled life of the iconic legend Marilyn Monroe. In the title role, Ana de Armas gave an interpretation that captured the essence of Monroe despite the film's many flaws.
Norma Jean, what were you thinking of?
I wasn't thinking. Maybe I was remembering?
The Cuban-born actress was cast after Naomi Watts and Jessica Chastain dropped out of the project. Many were skeptical that de Armas could pull off such a difficult assignment. She did, and then some.
Mother, it's me. It's me, Norma Jean.
The makers of Blonde went to great lengths for realism, including shooting scenes in the same apartment where Monroe lived with her mother, as well as the room where the actress died. Ana de Armas spent a year working with a dialect coach and received a 14-minute standing ovation when the film was screened at the Venice Film Festival. I thought Blonde was an ugly film that exploited the very subject it attempted to understand. Many of the more sensationalized scenes were, I felt, cruel and even offensive. And I'm no fragile flower by any means. Despite this, I was in awe of Ana de Armas's performance. Despite working with a bad script and erratic direction, De Armas offered a stunning, often chilling characterization of a woman whose life consisted of great highs and even greater lows. De Armas succeeded in preserving Monroe's integrity, despite the attempts to present the legend's life in an undignified manner. Ana de Armas was nominated for a BAFTA and Golden Globe. I actually voted for her at the SAG Awards. She was the only Oscar nominee representing the film. And though she had no chance of winning, I was happy the Academy acknowledged her performance. Did you see Blonde? I'd love to hear your thoughts. While I enjoy talking about the many great performances that won an Oscar, it's also fun to speculate on what might have been in instances where actors were better than the films in which they appeared. Nobody sets out to deliberately make a bad film, but it happens. I know there are more examples out there, and I'm confident that you'll share them with us. And until we meet again, here's that scene I talked about with Sal Mineo and Julia Prowse fruging up a storm.
Could have been me or fire